So I was going to call it a night, but I decided, you know what? Why not make my top 10 shitastic movies of the year? And what shitastic pretty much means is that these are the movies that I just hated a lot. I mean, made me pissed off. Some of these might have good moments, but they just pissed me off. And right off the bat, I want to let you guys know there were some movies I didn't get to see. And some of those movies are, let me find out what they are. I didn't see The Host. I didn't see The Lone Ranger. Didn't see Paranoia, Getaway, A Good Day to Die Hard. I didn't see R.I.P.D. And I did not see Grown Ups 2. Yeah, but that was my own fault. I didn't want to put myself through that. Maybe this year I'll put myself through all the bad movies. Just in honor of being a YouTuber guy. So, but yeah, so here are my shit-tastic movies. Starting with The Internship. Yeah, so Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson getting together. I was like, yes. Can it be like Wedding Crashers? And no, this thing was like a shitty Hunger Games wannabe movie about Google. Big ass Google commercial. I didn't hate it as much when I watched it the first time, and then I rewatched it for some odd reason, and yeah, this movie was bad. It was Vince Vaughn needs some help. Owen Wilson, I mean, these guys need help. They're not making good movies at all. I don't get it, but yeah, that's my number 10. Pain and Gain. Mark Wahlberg is better than this. Dwayne The Rock Johnson is better than this. Anthony Mackie is way better than this. You guys should know to always avoid Michael Bay. Michael Bay's sense of humor isn't funny. I mean, what these fuckers did in this movie wasn't funny. So, I mean, the best part of this whole movie is The Rock. And that's because he's the most idiotic of all the people. He's an idiot, and it's funny to see The Rock. The Rock's like a funny actor. He's actually a really good comedian, I think. I think he could do comedies, and this is just a shameful piece of shit that they decided to make for Michael Bay. I mean, it was made for cheap. Michael Bay wanted to prove that he didn't need the big budget to make money, and I don't know, his Transformers suck, and this was just a sloppy mess. I mean, damn, Michael Bay, people dying and murder, and you think it's funny? I mean, damn, man. I laugh because of The Rock. Besides that, this thing is garbage. Hey, what's up, everybody? So you're probably wondering, what the hell? Why are you wearing different clothes? Well, what ended up happening was when I was editing my video, I ended up missing a movie, and this movie is meant to be number 8, but it completely messed up the rest of my list, so I had to go and fix that, and I'm wearing different clothes, so I had to throw this movie in there, and that movie is The Purge. The Purge is number 8 on my worst movies of the year, because I like Ethan Hawke, and I think he's a good actor, but when the premise of a movie sounds good and interesting about the fact that you have one day in the whole year for 12 hours where you can kill and not go to jail, and then the film decides to focus in on a family that isn't very interesting, and the movie just becomes a boring wannabe slasher film that isn't really a slasher film. And the sad part is we're going to get a part 2. And maybe part 2 will be better because of the fact that maybe they'll just make it better. But yeah, this one wasn't very good. It disappointed me. I thought the premise was good. Ethan Hawke was in it. And yeah, they just kind of let me down. So, but now let's get back to my regular list. The Incredible Burt Wonderstone. Now, the thing about this movie is that I see Steve Carell and I see Jim Carrey together, and I'm like, oh my god, this is going to be something funny. It's going to be something good. And the trailer is funny, and the trailer made me laugh, and the trailer has a cool song, but the movie, yeah, god awful. I mean, dear Jesus, like, none of this shit is funny. I mean, the best jokes are in the trailer, and they're not even that funny. So, Jim Carrey, Steve Carell, just let me down. I mean, you expect more when you get them, so it really upset me more than anything. I don't know. So, yeah. White House Down. Now, this is the same reason as the one before. I mean, you got Channing Tatum, who I have grown to like, and I know that he's funny, and he can make a cool action guy. And then you have Jamie Foxx, who's a phenomenal actor. The problem is that you have Roland Emmerich. Yeah, I don't like Roland Emmerich. I think his movies all suck. Even Independence Day wasn't a great movie. What made that movie is Will Smith. And what makes this movie almost watchable is the Channing Tatum and Jamie Foxx. The problem is that they have zero chemistry. They're okay when they're separated, but when they're together, they're just bad, god awful. I mean, dear God, why? And it also doesn't help the fact that Olympus Has Fallen came out earlier, and that's just a way better movie. I mean, it's a better movie than this, and it came out first. So I already saw the White House get blown up to shit, and I enjoyed it. And then I watched this, and I'm like, why am I watching this? I don't understand. That's why it's there. After Earth, and yeah, this is gonna be another movie that's here because of the actor that's in it. And I ain't talking Jaden, I'm talking Will Smith. Will Smith is in this movie, and I love Will Smith. I think he's a phenomenal actor. Hell, Hitch was okay because he was in it and he was good in it. But you're making Will Smith talk like a goddamn robot, which is just like, why would you make him talk like a robot? Why would you make him not be in almost the whole movie? You pretty much eliminate the purpose of putting him in the titles. You made him be in the background while his son attempts to carry a movie directed by M. Night Shyamalan, who brought us The Happening. Yeah, so Jaden isn't a great actor. He's a okay actor, and making him act against nothing CGI crap is hard, and he fucked it up, and he wasn't good in it. And Will Smith, you quote unquote wrote the story for this. I don't know if maybe the premise was good, but the execution was horrible. So yeah, you're number 5, I think. Yeah, you're number 5 because, my God, you're better than this. You're just better than this. I mean, M. Night Shyamalan has proven way, way, way back in the day he's better than this. Will Smith, you're better than this. Your next movie better be goddamn good. I'm pissed off, Will Smith. You go on hiatus for years, and then this is the shit you give us. It's upsetting. So number 4, a lot of the other YouTubers have been saying that this shouldn't even be on the list, and I agree, it shouldn't be here, but it is, and that is Scary Movie 5, yeah, and it shouldn't be here because it's a spoof movie that we know is god awful, and it's kind of like a cop out to throw it in here, but when it's awful, I mean, the jokes don't hit, the Wayans brothers walked away, I mean, awful. I mean, even Anna Faris couldn't do this one. She's like, no, I'm done. Yeah, when she's walking away and you still decide to make a movie and you can't even get me to laugh. I mean, people get on me because I like movie 43, but this is a spoof movie and god awful. There's no way that anybody laughed more at this one than they laughed at movie 43. If there is, I don't know. We just have different sense of humor. I did not laugh at this movie at all. I was actually mad I was watching this. I was pissed. I was upset I was watching this movie. It was very upsetting. I avoided the haunted house and I watched this crap. So yeah, very upsetting. But again, it's not higher because I don't know. It's just, I knew it was gonna be shit when I went to watch it, but I don't know. It's my number 4. My number 3 is another movie that is here because of the people that are in it, and that is Identity Thief. Identity Thief is a movie that you have Melissa McCarthy, and then you have Jason Bateman, I think is the other guy, and those are really good actors, really good comedic actors. And then I only walked out of 2 movies this year. 2 movies. This was one of them. I walked out of this movie with about half an hour to go because I was just so upset. Seeing Melissa McCarthy play this role and just not make it work. Bateman, I think it's Bateman. I'm not sure if it's Bateman. It's somebody. It didn't work. There's characters that are absolutely unnecessary. The cops, we can't go down to arrest the guy, but if you go get, like, a cop is telling this guy to go arrest somebody, go get this person that's clearly breaking the rules, and it's okay. Like, what cop would say that? I don't know. The movie just made no sense to me. It wasn't funny. I mean, even if it didn't make any sense, but it was funny, I'd understand that, but it wasn't funny. I mean, I didn't laugh at all. Like, literally, at all. There wasn't anything funny in this movie. I didn't. I don't. Maybe the part when she gets hit with the guitar. Maybe. I mean, I didn't laugh. I didn't think it was funny. I mean, the whole thing when he confuses her for a man, not funny. I mean, the jokes just, it wasn't funny, man, and they're better than this. Again, I don't even know who the hell directed this, but they're better than this. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. So yeah, the other movie that I walked out of the theaters this year was G.I. Joe Retaliation. Yes, I walked out of the theater for this movie because all the YouTubers and people were saying, oh, it's better than the first one. It's better than the first one. So I was like, okay. I thought the first one was okay. I didn't love it. I didn't like it. I thought it was okay. I was like, it's watchable. Background noise. Cool. So as I'm watching this movie, I'm like, this is awful. The best parts are with Channing Tatum and The Rock. And yeah, spoiler alert, Channing Tatum doesn't make it that far into the movie. But apparently he's coming back for 3, so I don't know, whatever. I walked out maybe an hour and 15 minutes in. I just said, I'm done. I can't do this no more. This movie's boring as fuck. The action scenes are, I mean, if you're either going to be campy or you're not. And this was like a campy movie trying to be serious. It just didn't make it for me. The first one I liked because it was completely campy to me. Just completely ball shit insane. And I was like, okay, I can get along with this. Like, acceleration suits and all that shit. This thing is like a campy movie that wants to hit home with heart and talk like heart and oh my god, my background, my history, my friends gone, and sad moments and sad music, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? I couldn't do it. I had to leave. I was like, this is boring. It's not worth it. I mean, I'm already tired. I'm here and I'm pissed because I'm watching this, and watching The Rock and Channing Tatum was fun. I was like, yes, these guys are awesome chemistry. And then the shit happens, and I'm like, what? You're gonna pair The Rock with no-name actors? Even though I like the girl from Friday Night Lights, you're gonna pair them together? Come on, you're better than that. Moving on. So yeah, you guys pretty much should know my number one is Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3D. It's actually my most popular review because it's like kind of a rant, and it's just me bashing the shit out of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So if you've never seen that, you might want to go check it out. It's literally just me bashing it and just I hated the movie. This thing was awful. You turn Leatherface into a anti-hero, the cousin or whatever the fuck she is. I mean, spoiler alert. Yeah, she's a cousin, and the part in the scene where she throws the machine in the air or the chainsaw in the air and she yells out, "Go get him, cuz." That was god awful, man. That hurt. I mean, when I was watching that, I was like, who wrote this? The timing didn't make any sense for me. Like, I didn't know what year it was for almost the entire movie. That was one of my things in my rant. I didn't know what year it was. It was supposed to be early or late 90s or early mid 90s or some shit like that, if the timing added up because the girl's age and stuff. But yet there was like iPhones and brand new cars. But then they tried to make it seem like it was early days because they were driving a busted car from way back. But yeah, if you look in the background, you seeing like Chargers and brand new Mustangs, and I'm just like, what the fuck is this? And the way their dialogue was just like awful. And yeah, this is another movie that's like scary movie that it shouldn't even have its spot because you know it's gonna be bad. But it's a slasher film that it was just god awful, man. Like when I know it's gonna be shit, and then you are shit, but then you go beyond shit, that pisses me off. I mean, like, yes, you deserve to be my number one movie of the year because you're fucking god awful. I mean, I don't want to get into a rant, but damn. And they're making another one because Americans were dumb as fuck and they're paid to see this shit. So we're making another one of these. But yeah, those are my movies of the year, or worst movies of the year. The shit-tastic movies of the year is what they are. Let me know what your shit-tastic movies are. The movies that just made you cringe, made you pissed off. I watched Paranormal Activity, the marked ones, and already that's better than the previous movie. Got a phone call here. Yeah. Comment below, let me know what your worst movies of the year are, what your shit-tastic movies, and make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I guess I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.